So let's check out the difference between these two sleeves, the top loaders and the what do they call these? They're just called storage sleeves. I thought people had another name for these. Anyway, they're both sleeves that you would use to ship cards in, right? So we'll open these up first, and we got a little treasure token in there to show you the difference. Now, there's different people swear by both. This is more of a soft, like a smaller sleeve, right? And then, you know, you would throw it in an inner sleeve, like a penny sleeve, and then throw it in there, but who cares? It's just a token, right? And the idea is that this one is less likely to set off the auto sorter at a post office, right? But as you can see, it's easier to bend it, right? But let's bend it as much as possible. And then we'll take the card and we'll inspect it for any... It's curled, but there's no actual dent, so you could uncurl it, right? So that's the only worry, is that, yeah, it'll get through the card sorter easily. But if, you know, it was bent like that, then you would have it curled. But otherwise, it's undamaged, right? There was an old Alpha Investments video in which Rudy said that if he would sometimes send just 3 cards without either of these and had no problems with it, right? Less problems than with the top loaders. And this is before, I guess, these sleeves showed up, so he probably, if he doesn't do singles anymore, but if he was, he'd probably use these, I imagine. So the chances of the post office bending your card that much, right, is extremely low. They're just putting it through a card sorter and they're just piled on top of each other. The likelihood of, you know, it getting curled like that. So with these, you probably don't even need to worry about that. That was just an extreme test of that. And obviously, this is much more rigid, right? It's harder to get in because of its rigidness. Again, you'd put it in an inner sleeve. And now, it's harder to bend it like that, right? But then it stays bent. And also, going through the card sorter, there's like I think it was a 1% chance that it sets off the card sorter, and then you end up with a problem. But again, there's no bend mark that I can see on this. So the chance, and again, there'd have to be, this required a lot more pressure to bend than this one required to bend. So I guess it's just really personal preference on how you're going to ship these. And maybe at some point someone will make a hybrid between the two. But for now, these are the 2 choices that you got for shipping your cards. And they're pretty good choices. And I guess a third choice is just send 3 cards, and the one in the middle is the one that people bought. But you wouldn't do that with high-end cards. You'd probably just do it with, you know, maybe something under $5. And then and at that point, you're not setting off the card sorter at all, and you're pretty good. So really, it's just a personal preference on what you want to use. Most people are now using these, I think, as opposed to the top loaders, but they're both used. And anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Have a good day.